I'd like to welcome you to the South Fork Reservation in the Ruby Mountains, or the heart of the Ruby Mountains in Nevada. It's located right below Elko and Spring Creek, Nevada. Got some pretty decent roads getting into it. Once you get on the ranch, you'll run into some dirt roads. So this part here is a field, just kind of showing what a lot of the fields look like, just kind of flat, plain fields. Got some horses. All the fields have those haystacks and the little corrals around them. I've helped build those. And yeah, the reservation is about 13,000 acres, mostly around just hay fields and open land. This next part is going to be showing just a ranch that's down there where the corrals are, and this is where we have the rodeos. And then also you come down here you bring your cattle down here to, if you feed the corrals, to give them shots and such. And here's the weighing station, so when they sell the cattle, they can just weigh them right there, throw them on the truck. And then here's just a legal notice I wanted to show. Some of the things that the ranchers go through. Right across the way here is showing a greenhouse and just an old car that's been there for decades now. And then, so these are the cattle that are on my uncle's ranch. This is just an empty lot that I took the picture from. So he does still run hay on there. He doesn't take care of himself anymore. I just wanted to kind of show a couple old buildings that were sitting out there, what the ranch kind of looks like. And then these are the Ruby Mountains. That right there is the Ruby Dome. It's kind of known around there. It's the popular spot to go to. And then here's just one of the canals that runs through my uncle's property. It's got some ice in there, so during the wintertime you got to come out there and break ice. You get to burn the willows when they get too thick. His plot is about 100 acres and runs about 80 or so head of cattle out there, and it's pretty nice and just really a tranquility, I would explain it. And there's his cattle again. It's kind of showing different views of the ranch. And then when you open the gate, it's the old rule of the rest is when you open the gate, you close the gate. And so you got to tie them up and become a little bit creative, and it's part of life out there. And then there's one of the neighbor houses. It's actually made out of railroad ties, so that's pretty interesting. And we got the dirt roads. And this is a corral that's on my uncle's property, and that's a really important piece of land right there. It's about 5 acres that you kind of run them, tag when you come in. Brand your cattle. That's just where we do it at. Then I did a short little interview with him, talking a little bit about the ranch and how he felt about ranching and kind of what factors are important.
On that side.
Yeah.
Across the road.
Yeah, it's alfalfa. Yeah. Okay, so it's always been hay. And then how many, I guess, when you first started, like when you first took over, did you have a lot of head of cattle already, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have cattle.
Okay. And then, I mean, have you always maintained like the same amount, or does it fluctuate?
Different. Depends on the water.
Depends on the water?
How much water you got.
Okay. Yeah, because the hay and all that.
This year, the water went dry and nobody had water.
Yeah. So then, not enough hay.
Everything went dry. So
it kind of shows the importance of water there. My uncle's opinion. He's about 84 years old. And so this is the other side of the Ruby Mountains, and that's the Long Canyon. That is the canyon that brings the water all into the reservation. And it's already snowing out there. And this is in November. And then there's a haystack, just kind of showing the area of the reservation there. So yeah, just come out there and be able to really free yourself up, and it's kind of what encouraged me to take agricultural communications science.